Yep, everything is awesome, all right. Especially when you will be happy and know, if you could believe, it's been a decade since we got this film with this particular number. Well, prepare to get your brick on, because it's time to review the Lego movie. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2014 animated adventure comedy flick, The Lego Movie, released by Warner Brothers and co-produced by Village Roadshow, Lego System, Virgo Entertainment, and Lynn Pictures, and being one of the first films to be produced, well, co-produced by a new label at Warner Bros., the Warner Animation Group. The film was directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller from a story they co-wrote with Dan and Kevin Hageman. Based on the Lego line of construction toys featuring an all-star cast of voices and a collaboration between production houses from the US, Australia, and Denmark, its story focuses on Emmett Brikowski, an ordinary Lego minifigure who helps a resistance movement stop a tyrannical businessman from gluing everything in the Lego world into his vision of perfection. Yep. This film was released in the US on this day today, February 7, 2014, just after it had premiered in Denmark the day before, and almost a week before making its premiere at the Regency Village Theatre. It would be released in Australia 2 months later. This had been in production for so long, well, plans started way back in 2008. And soon it got greenlit in 2011, and well, it got to working, and what can I say? It did very well. It was also dedicated to Kathleen Fleming, the former director of entertainment development of the Lego Company, having died almost a year before the film was released. So, let's get into the film. In the Lego universe, the wizard Vitruvius, is blinded when he fails to protect a super weapon called the Craggle, a misreading of Crazy Glue, from the evil Lord Business, but prophesies that a person called the Special will find the piece of resistance, which of course that's Piece, capable of stopping the Craggle. Lord Business claims Vitruvius made up the prophecy and kicks him off a cliff. 8.5 years later in Bricksburg, optimistic construction worker Emmett Brikowski comes across a woman searching for something at his construction site. Emmett falls into a pit and finds the piece of resistance. Compelled to touch it, Emmett experiences visions, including one of a giant called the Man Upstairs, and passes out. He awakens in the custody of Bad Cop, business's lieutenant, with the piece of resistance attached to his back. Emmett learns of Business's plans to freeze the world with a Craggle. The piece of resistance is the glue's tube cap. The woman, nicknamed Wild Style, rescues Emmett, believing him to be the Special. They escape Bad Cop and travel to the Old West, where they meet Vitruvius. He and Wildstyle are master builders, capable of building anything without instruction manuals, who oppose businesses' attempts to suppress their creativity. Though disappointed, Emmett is not a master builder. They are convinced of his potential when he recalls his visions of the Man Upstairs. Emmett, Wildstyle, and Vitruvius evade Bad Cop's forces with the help of Wildstyle's boyfriend, can you believe it, Batman, and escape to Cloud Cuckoo Land, where all the master builders are in hiding. They are unimpressed with Emmett and refuse to help him fight Business. Bad Cup's forces attack and capture everyone except Emmett, Wildstyle, Vitruvius, Batman, and fellow master brick builders Melbeard, Unikitty, and Benny. Emmett devises a heist to infiltrate the business's headquarters and disarm the Craggle. During the heist, Wildstyle reveals to Emmett that her real name is Lucy. Their the heist almost succeeds until Emmett and his friends are captured and imprisoned. Lord Business decapitates Vitruvius and throws the piece of resistance into an abyss before arming a self-destruct device to execute all the captured master builders. Vitruvius reveals he made up the prophecy before he dies, but his spirit returns to tell Emmett that it is his self-belief that makes him the special. Strapped to the self-destruct mechanism's battery, Emmett flings himself off the edge of the tower, disarming the mechanism and saving his friends and the master builders. Inspired by Emmett's sacrifice, Lucy rallies the Lego people across the universe to use whatever creativity they have to build machines and weapons to fight business forces. Now for the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. The portal transports Emmett to the human world, where the events of his life are being played out in a basement by a young boy named Finn on his father's Lego set. Finn's father, who happens to be the man upstairs, chastises his son for creating hodgepodges of different play sets and begins to permanently glue his perceived perfect creations together. Realizing the danger, Emmett wills himself to move and gain Finn's attention. Finn returns Emmett and the piece of resistance to the set, where Emmett becomes a master builder and confronts business. In the human world, Finn's father looks at his son's creations and realizes he is suppressing his son's creativity. Through a speech by Emmett, Finn tells his father that he is very special and has the power to change everything. Finn's father reconciles with his son, which plays out as business reforming, capping the Craggle with a piece of resistance and ungluing his victims with mineral spirits. After the world has been restored, Lucy and Emmett enter a relationship with Batman's blessing. And Finn's father grants Finn's younger sister permission to play with the Lego sets as well, causing Duplo aliens to arrive in the Lego universe and threaten destruction. End of story. So, what did I think of the Lego movie? I'm going to say this film was a blast in my view. When I first saw it, I realized this was a good movie, and I thought it was absolutely very, very good. This film was such a big success for Warner Bros. It went on to make 468 million worldwide against its 60 to 65 million dollar budget, and received acclaim for its animation, story, humor, score, and voice acting. The National Board of Review named this one of the 10 best, top 10 films of 2014. It would be the first entry in what would become the franchise of the same name. Unfortunately, it came to an end in 2019, but I'll explain about that when I review the sequel, okay? Anyway, this film was so big. Mark Mothersbaugh, who you may know best of the group known as Devo of Whip It fame, and also the guy who did the music for Pee Wee's Playhouse, Rugrats, and several other kids shows, actually provided the score for this. And I must admit, he did a good job. Well, he's done music for other, not just TV shows, but he's also done stuff for movies as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Really something. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm seeing that this correctly. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, he did for lots of films, and he's still doing some to this day. Yeah. Okay, but enough about that. About the music. Still pretty good. The song "Everything Is Awesome" was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Song, and it was nominated for other accolades too, as a matter of fact. It also got a video game, which I haven't really played, even though I have played a few Lego games. But anyway, this is really, really fun and what have you. The reviews for this were really good. The film currently sits at 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying boasting beautiful animation, a charming voice cast, laugh-a-minute gags, and a surprisingly thoughtful story. This film is colorful fun for all ages. Yes, this could appeal more to kids, but it can also appeal to adults as well. The Hollywood Reporter wrote, arriving at a time when feature animation was looking and feeling mighty anemic, the Lego movie shows them how it's done. Variety added that Lord and Miller irreverent, irreverent, irreverently deconstruct the state of the modern blockbuster and deliver a smarter, more satisfying experience in its place, emerging with a fresh franchise for others to build upon. Now, a reviewer on RogerEbert.com said it still might be a 100-minute commercial, but at least it's a highly entertaining and most surprisingly a thoughtful one with in jokes that snap, crackle, and zoom by at warp speed. Yes, I gotta give it credit in one of you. It was really, really cool. So anyway, I'm gonna say it's that everything is good in this. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with this. Its score from Mark Mothersbaugh is good. I think the story is exceptionally good. So is its humor, and I especially liked its voice acting as well. Voicing Emmett is Chris Pratt, who who later that same year would play Peter Quill, aka Star Lord, in Guardians of the Galaxy. Voicing Lord Business is Will Ferrell. He also plays the man upstairs and what have you. Of course, more recently, he took over the role of guy who runs Mattel in Barbie last year. Voicing Vitruvius is Morgan Freeman. He does a good job. Voicing Lucy, aka Wild Style, is Elizabeth Banks. Very good character. Voicing the Lego Batman is Will Arnett, who of course is still well with Lego to this day, as he currently hosts the TV reality the U.S. version of the reality series Lego Masters on the Fox network. If you've never seen that show, check it out. I think you'll like it. I've watched it. That's good. Voicing Melbeard is Nick Offerman. Pretty good. Princess Unikitty is voiced by Alison Brie, who you may remember the gal who played Trudy Campbell on TV's Mad Men, and she also appeared on Community and the recent Netflix show known as Glow. Charlie Day, who had more recently teamed with Pratt in the Super Mario Bros. Movie last year, well, voiced Benny, the 1980 something space guy. I used to have a figure, well, a Lego space figure like that and what have you. It was really good. Voicing Bad Cop is Liam Neeson. Very good. I liked him. Now we also even have Channing Tatum taking on the role of Superman, the Lego Superman. Jonah Hill as Green Lantern, and Kobe Smulders doing the Lego Wonder Woman. Incredible. And Jaden Sand plays Finn. There's also lots of others and what have you. There's just wow, so many versions of Lego iterations from other franchises like The Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Hobbit, the Wizarding World, Harry Potter. Uh, the list goes on and what have you. Even Shaquille O'Neal portrays a Lego version of himself as well. So anyway, the voice acting cast was really good. So nothing's really wrong with this. This film would do very well and would go on to have 3 more films. Now the next one would be the Lego Batman movie, which I'll be reviewing that later on this year in 2007. And that same year, the Lego Ninjago movie came out, but that didn't do so well. And unfortunately, it also took a turn for the worse when the Lego Movie 2, the second part, came out 2 years later. But I'll get to that late. But I'll get to that in the next video and explain why this series came to an abrupt halt and what have you. But anyway, the Lego movie, so much fun, great score, great characters and voice acting, story, etc., etc., etc. And the animation was really good as well. So overall, with everything said, would I recommend the Lego movie? The answer is yeah, definitely. Go check it out. If you haven't seen it, I definitely would recommend it. It's good and I do love it. So what did you think of the Lego movie? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I bring to you a review of the Lego Movie 2, the second part. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, check out some of these other fun-filled movies and what have you. These two involve some toys and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my re-review of Disney and Pixar's breakout hit from 1995, Toy Story. Or if you would like maybe a little something more with a live-action feel, check out my spoiler-free review of Barbie from last year in 2023. Or if you'd like something else, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the film I was talking about with Chris Pratt and Charlie Day, and that would be the Super Mario Bros. Movie, also from last year, and it's spoiler free as well. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.